Hey everybody, I made this patch in Omnisphere for the song Real Love by Hillsong Young and Free. And I made this patch to cover what I think are three of the most prominent synth parts in the song. If you're familiar with the track, you know that there are at least 8 or 10 synth parts that you could play. But I'm not an octopus and I only have 2 hands. And so I had to narrow it down, and so these are the sounds that I chose for myself to play live. This patch uses just one single instance of Omnisphere, and the different sounds are mapped out in different zones across the keyboard using Omnisphere's live stack mode. You can see that right here. All the sounds here are just mapped out across the keys. And the first sound is sort of like the main synth part for the intro, the verses, and the pre-chorus. And that just simply goes like this. All right, so you got that going out throughout the, like I said, the intro, the verses, the pre-chorus, etc. And then you've got this low pluck sound. And I did something interesting with this. The notes that are being played are this. And they're sort of open chords spanning an interval of a tenth there. And I could play these if I want, but when I'm playing live, sometimes I want to use technology to give me a hand and let me focus on other things. And so what I did with this is to use the chord trigger MIDI plugin inside of MainStage here. So you can see that here if I turn it on. And now what I can do is just press one key. And every time I play just one of those keys, it's playing the other notes of the chord automatically for me. And I programmed it so you can either trigger them here on the low notes or on the top notes. All right, so the same chords no matter whether you play it down here or up here. And another side benefit of this trick is if I trigger these chords using the top notes, is that I can keep all the keys that I'm actually playing within the range of a 61-key keyboard, if that's all I had available, and the lowest note, which would normally be outside of the range of a 61-key keyboard, is going to be automatically added for me. So, all right. And then lastly, we have the vocal effects sound. And this is probably the signature sound for this song. And I created this sound using only the built-in Omnisphere sound sources. So it sounds like this. All right. So that's kind of fun. And so when you put it all together, it sounds a little bit like this. All right, and so there you have it. I have a link in the description here for you to download this MainStage patch and the Omnisphere patch. I hope you find it useful and that you and your team have fun with it. Thanks for watching.